Tonight's spotlight review is postponed. I'm sorry to do this, guys. I'm just not feeling up to it. Let me explain for a few reasons. Number one, I have a cold at the moment, as you can tell by my voice. I haven't fully recovered from that, and that's the reason why no videos are really coming out from me this week, or basically last week either. I may have got the Fortnite one up at the time of this recording. Everything else, though, is put on hiatus, especially this review. I was looking forward to reviewing these figures. I had hoped maybe my cold would have finally been said and done by the time these figures actually arrived here. And they did arrive, but unfortunately, I'm not cleared. Now, the real issue why I'm not reviewing these figures is because I'm not going to review broken figures. Yeah, broken. If you have seen my Twitter page, if you actually follow me, you know what the problem is. But if you don't, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Yeah, as you can see, Downcharged Red Ranger is having a bad day, as well as I, because I was looking forward to this. I was really looking forward, not to breaking my figures, I was looking forward to reviewing them for your viewing pleasure, and sadly, this occurred. As I like to go about testing my figures before I even start thinking about reviewing them, the joint was super tight on Red Ranger here. This pin disc did not want to move. It's almost as if it's fused together. It won't move whatsoever. And I tried a few methods, and eventually it snapped. Like this piece here, the stem that you see, would actually be connected into this socket here that allows it to slide back and forth. That's what works the butterfly joint as well. And it's a really nice engineered design, but unfortunately my figure was flawed because, again, this joint wouldn't move. So as I went about trying to get it to move, this piece here, right here, just popped out of this connection bit here, and I couldn't get it back in whatsoever. And as I went about trying my best to get it back in there very carefully, it instantly snapped off. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it was. It was like, oh no, this piece came out of place. Let's see if I can get it back in there very gently. Nope, snap. That's the end of that. But I will say the good thing about this is that this figure will be at mass retailers very shortly. So it's really no big issue, except for the fact that I paid extra 20 bucks or so to get all 4 of these figures over here as quickly as possible. I could try and contact the seller I got these from on eBay and see if we could work out a deal where I can send this one back and get a possible replacement. Well, what's the point? Like I said, this figure is going to be in stores in no time if they haven't shown up by now. I could try and contact Hasbro, but they'll probably give me the same answer that I get for every new figure. Yeah, if it's a new figure, they always give me the same answer. If it's not on the shelves at the moment, it's something that they don't have in stock in their place, and they can't send me a replacement, which, you know, that sucks. So I'm not going to try and bother with them anymore. I'm just going to play the waiting game and hope for the best that these figures will show up very shortly here. And I can only hope for the best for Tommy here, because the poor White Ranger has the same issue where his right joint here on the shoulder works just fine, no problem. Just like Downcharged Red Ranger, however, for the left shoulder, this does not want to budge. Like, it will. I have tested it a few times, and it will move inward and outward. But it's also very difficult when you have to wrestle the butterfly joint because it just keeps moving all around. And I don't know why I cannot get this to move. I mean, I did get it to move earlier. It's just not going to budge this time around. Well, there we go. But you saw how difficult that was. It's going to be very difficult to get it back down now. Yeah, it's happening again. I mean, it can kind of get it down, but it's not all the way down the way it should be. It should be one more click down. I'm going to have to do this off of camera. Fortunately, Shadow Ranger and Lord Zed, I tested them, and they're fine. They just have some sloppy paintwork that I've got to touch up. Especially Shadow Ranger. There's some pieces that really needed some paint, and I'm not very happy about that. That's a bit of a disappointment there, but I can fix it myself. I'm just gonna leave off by saying, be forewarned, and you know, just keep your fingers crossed this doesn't happen to you.